please, 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 please. So yeah, that clip you just saw was edited around more than a month ago. But anyway, this is the story of how I destroyed Honkai Star Rail's hardest endgame mode in a singular patch. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. I've been putting this off for a while because there's been just so much stuff that I've had to do that I've just not really had the time to do this. Plus, this has been very hard to like actually decide how exactly I was going to tackle this video, as I had like 200 gigabytes worth of storage for this video. So like, yeah, I wasn't really sure how to do it. But now I've just decided that I'm just gonna get this over with because I just need to get it over. So let's just get into it. So basically, this is a video about my 4.2 account that I made to speedrun the game. Now, there is some clarifications that I gotta do, which is actually one of the reasons why this is also taking me some time, because I was unsure how to tackle this, as the account I decided to do this challenge on was not actually a new account from scratch. I decided to do an returnee account, since when I started the account I wasn't actually sure if I was going to do a video out of this or not, but then at some point throughout it I decided that it was probably worth turning into a video. But you will see that a lot of the recordings from this aren't actually that good. In fact, and most of them I don't even have my voice in, so like it's pretty bad. But anyway, let's get into the benefits that I got from starting a returnee account instead from a new one. For the returnee event, we got some extra stellar jades, we got a golden selector relic for new characters, but I do think the most important thing is the reserved trailblaze power. But in the end, if you actually look at like how much time left I had for patch 4.2, it actually seemed not too bad. But whatever, if you don't like it, hey, it is what it is. I also didn't know how to feel about it for some time, so whatever.
Shh. Quiet now.
Moving on, so let's just talk about what I did on the account on the first week. I focused on just completing the story, going as hard as I can, and I did also some of the 4.2 events we had back then to get as many stellar jades as we could to start pulling for characters and light cones. So my pulling plans were originally to get Silverwolf as early as I could, as I did get her very early on the account, which unfortunately I don't have footage of. I'm sorry, I didn't record it, I know. But I also did get her signature already, which that one I did actually have a footage for. As if you want to look at the timer below, yeah, it was kind of at some point during the Plain Arcadia story if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, afterwards I decided that I wanted to get E2 Silverwolf, as it felt kind of necessary for what we were going to get. So we got our Silverwolf. Honestly, I don't think I was ready for the luck this account was going to have. But just a couple pulls later, on the same 10 pull, we got Yoon Lee. We got a double on this account, and the luck is just barely starting. As quite literally, 2 10 pulls later, we get another early, getting our E2 Silverwolf at 19 pity. It was honestly kinda crazy, and the funniest thing is that like Yuli was right there. So yeah, after getting the E2 Silverwolf, I took some days to chill out after I had played the game for quite a while, and also I was like still unsure what exactly the challenge account was going to be. Do you want to see how chaotic the recording of these videos were? Look at this. This is me recording getting E3 Silverwolf. I had freaking forgotten that I got that E3 Silverwolf, but it was just a random 10 pull I decided to do. I don't even remember why. But yeah, after coming into terms with that this was going to be a speedrun account where I was going to try to clear endgame as soon as possible, I decided to pull Firefly. Now, yes, this is another poor recording where I didn't start recording until I had already gotten the characters. And well, another crazy thing happened. That's a double. Wow, let me show the pity. Wow, it's just fucking crazy. What is this? And after for the first time experiencing a full pity, we somehow got lucky again. So we had actually managed to get E2 Firefly plus a Dahlia in 261 pulls. Absolutely crazy. So after doing things like our Equilibrium quest and waiting a couple days, we were finally ready to tackle on Endgame. We have Team 1, where we have our E3 S1 Silverwolf, where her relics were given to us by the Relic Recon. We have Sparkle, which we grabbed from the free selector. Her relics were a part of the Returnee event. And then we have Elation MC, which I just crafted some random pieces of the Elation support set. They have Mushi, and then Huoho, which literally has some 4-star random relics. And then our Team 2, we have our E2 S0 Firefly. We are running the 4-star Misha Light Cone. We have E0 S0 Dahlia with Tutorial Light Cone. We have Asta, I just crafted some Watchmaker for her, and Gallagher, which he is E6. Being completely honest, because of how lucky we got and the characters we had, we absolutely freaking destroyed MOC. It was not even a challenge. Although I'm pretty sure that this MOC was one of the easiest ones we've ever had, honestly. Pure Fiction next, and let's just be honest, this game mode sucks. But we managed to clear it anyways. But then we went to the hardest of the 3 endgame modes for this patch, Apocalyptic Shadows, Idol of the Locust. These 2 bosses were such a problem that I don't actually have good recordings for them, because I tried them so much. In the end, I was not actually capable of getting a good clear on Skaraka Pass, my most hated boss in the game, by the way. So I came to the conclusion that we needed more power. I ended up deciding to get Dahlia's S1. It just seemed like the best investment, and I was more likely to get it with the amount of pulls that I still had on the account. It was risky, but it felt correct. So yeah, for the first time the account got punished. It lost the 75-25. After thinking what to do and looking at the amount of pulls I still had, I decided that I was just gonna keep going, trying to get that S1, and then this happens. It quite literally gets that S1 in one pity. Like, this account is never punished, man. What the hell is this luck? After leveling her light cone to level 60, as that was as high as I could get it, we went back and tried again. After what essentially was unlimited Firefly works, we finally managed to get a clear. It honestly wasn't even that good of a clear, but it was going to be good enough, as now we only needed a score of 34-15 to 3-star, which I had actually already gotten before, but because I had resetted the run, I would have to get it again. But surely it wouldn't be that hard to get. Why do I hear boss music? Surely it wasn't that bad, right? So let me just explain what is happening on this fight. Basically, the problem in this fight is that there is a lot of bounce RNG. Well, bounce is basically the entire kit of Silver Wolves, from her enhanced basic attacks to her relation skill. They are all bounce, but this great fun mechanic is not only determining where your damage is going, it's also determining where the toughness damage is going. So in a game mode like Apocalyptic Shadow, there were a lot of fights that if enough of Silver Wolf's damage did not land on the main body of Sparxicon, we would just not be able to clear on time because we would get recapture, and that was basically just an instant reset. And after a lot of tries, we finally managed to beat her. But yeah, with that we had cleared all 3 endgame modes with 3 stars. We managed to do this in around 20 days with 530 pulls done. This was honestly really impressive, and I was not really expecting to get this far when I started the account. Again, I was really unsure what the challenge was at the beginning, but I'm honestly really happy that I managed to get this. So at this point, I was considering, could we take it even further? I started asking myself, what if we could actually beat Anomaly Arbitration in a singular patch? Hello everyone. Well, while I'm still showing you the builds, I'm just gonna say that for the Anomaly Arbitration part, I am deciding that I'm going to do it in a separate video because it's still quite a lot to go through. But yeah, this has been it for part 1 of this 4.2 account speedrun. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and that'll be all for today. Bye bye.